My random ass
BLURDDRADIO.
kitchen
I gotta
table.
make some spaghetti tonight. Or maybe I'll make salmon. Whatever's faster.
I'll let Ash.
Salmon's gonna be faster than spaghetti.
Yeah. Oh, my friend watches this podcast.
I think we're live before you. Just trying to check to make sure.
I have not gotten the Twitch alert yet.
Well, first, I'm watching a commercial now, and it's a 30-second fucking commercial.
Oh, goddamn commercials.
I just got the Twitch live update.
Okay.
I also got it.
Then I guess we're live, and I'm going to mute this stupid-ass commercial. What's up, everybody? You're watching BlurdDotRadio. I'm your host for this evening. My name is Mike Stidham.
Mike Stidham.
I've been that angry my whole life. That's why I put that picture up. I am joined by a wonderful panel of blurs. I will introduce them one at a time. First, we got Steve.
That's an old picture of me.
See, he has old pictures of everybody. You see, he's using this.
I don't keep new pictures. Wouldn't you think it was weird if I kept new pictures of you all?
No, because I update them.
It's creepy.
It's literally just Instagram.
It really is. It's wow.
We also have Kenny.
Kenny's is recent.
Not even his hair.
Kenny doesn't age, so it doesn't matter.
It's true. Kenny's gonna look like that for the rest of his life. We are joined by Virtual Ash, aka Ash Got Him.
Fucking hate that Gen 1 ass picture.
I don't understand it. And our very special guest for this evening, Mr. Fuck Around and Find Out himself, Al Tim. Thank you for joining us, pal.
Yo, that's fresh.
See, like his.
I'm glad you liked it. He likes his. The rest of us are like, yo, what the
Yo, because he straight took my album cover and took the album cover off it and kept the frame, but put like my bio picture from the website on there.
It's so nice.
With me saying fuck around, find out.
Yes.
Pretty good.
Because you are our guest and we need to treat you right. But
that shit's great.
We are his children that he hates.
It's true. Al, this isn't your first time on the show, but in case this is somebody's first time watching, do you want to talk about your escapades in the city of Chicago?
Well, where do we start? Do we start with writing on shit? Do we start with spitting on my hate, or do we go to making sure people who thought I was a new MC get really embarrassed going on after me? I don't know.
Hip-hop is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
100% this guy.
Yeah, yo, all city type of kid, born in Hyde Park, family's Inglewood. My mom's told that I don't want my kids shot, so she moved up to Evanston, which is why I have this awesome accent.
Mm-hmm.
To keep
Are you going to get reparations real quick?
No, because we didn't buy property. We just stole a lot of shit. I'm not an original Evanstonian, aka I didn't come up and get lost off of the Underground Railroad, stay at the Black Hospital off of Asbury until I was able to buy a whole 100 feet of land from myself that I put it in someone else's name and then said it was me and became that person years later.
Right.
Because that's apparently some real shit that we got in Evanston.
I was about to say, I appreciate the Evanston history lesson there.
Right.
I had no idea.
I had to look it up. I was like, holy shit, props to them Negroes. But hey, but no, it's been all hip hop. It's been just being an only child, making stuff work, doing things for not even for the culture, but for people to remember that what we do is dope. Rap was the last thing I started doing, but I got into it because people who I thought was dope already rapping thought I'd be a good rapper. Here we are, fucking 4 solos later, and a couple other projects on other people's stuff. A pretty cool ass record label and living life, man. Just come up and do it. But for the sake of showing people that you can do this dope, you can still do a good job at this. There's still good music that comes out of this side of hip hop.
For sure. I mentioned to you in personal conversation that I never thought I would hear the type of music that I hear from Seven Oddities and from yourself like ever again. I thought it was dead. But
yeah, we do that, man.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It definitely is. I am a fan
Raw
on
hip-hop,
a very
nothing
personal
less.
level. For sure.
Dope.
For sure. Where can people find your music out, Tamper?
You can go to 7odds.com, the number 7oddz.com, or if you're trying to just look for straight up stuff from me, you can go to tampertron.com, tampertron.com.
There you go. If people want to see some of your artwork, where could they go? I've seen it under a few bridges. I don't remember where.
Right now, we just did something with the UAC crew. One of my first crews I was in, we just crushed that Project Logan Wall. We still got work to do on it, but it still looks fresh right now. I finished my burner actually last week on there. We had to all month. We're gonna try to make it more and more grimy as the month goes on. So just watch as shit pops up on there.
Nice.
Other than that, yeah, I've been kind of docile in the graph world because I got things to lose now, and I don't really. Well, and also I just climbing rooftops is stupid hard when you're just a regular ass superhero. But like,
it's hard for the street for the ones that can't fly.
Right. It's hard for the ones that can't fly. I'm like 230 pounds now. When I climb something, it might not be climb downable anymore.
You just gonna have to jump or fall.
Right. I'm like, I either gotta call a friend with a ladder because hey, yo,
Call the fire department.
Get a parachute.
I just heard a story about my homie Kel having to do that. He got stuck on a rooftop in the winter and called one of the homies with a ladder.
Nice.
And he showed up.
That's a good friend.
Surprised he actually had a ladder.
Yeah, I mean, most of us got ladders.
I got one. It's a
know
small
what?
ladder. It's not getting anybody off.
Yeah, I was about to say I was gonna call maybe Mike, but
yeah, it'll help you get like to that top shelf, and not off of it.
damn, I don't even have one of those.
Not even escape ladders?
Nah. What I mean escape? Well, I am on the 4th floor. I should probably get one.
You could jump.
I'm on the second.
Nah.
I'm grabbing the cat and I'm out the window.
Nah, this is a high 4th floor. I'm gonna break something.
Black man wearing all black with an orange tabby out the window.
Yeah.
Somebody had called the cops.
It's not suspicious at all.
Well, thank you, Al. Tell people one more time where to find your stuff.
7odds.com. The number 7oddz.com. Yeah.
Right. So, folks, we're gonna start off this show the way that we start off every show with Blurred Out.
Blurt it out.
I for sure am blurting out about the possible connection between the world of Family Matters and the world of Invincible. 100%. Reginald Val Johnson's name is on the high school. I didn't even notice that until today.
You didn't notice
Reginald, Reginald Val Johnson. Hi. The principal's name is Mr. Winslow, voiced by none other than Reginald Val Johnson.
What?
Like, I slapped my bed when I realized that. Like, Amazon Prime, I was sitting there and I was watching it in bed and I was like, wait a minute, he looks like Carl Winslow and his name is Mr. Winslow. Who does his voice? And I went to the X-ray and was like, what the fuck is this? That was a joyful noise for me. For sure.
It's not dead, people. So I'm happy.
No, he's not. That was what was it? A few years ago that rumor was spreading around.
Yeah.
Carl Winslow is alive and well. If you get stuck in Nakatomi Tower, he might be able to help you out.
I like how Invincible has been like injecting little pop culture things like that. Like even was it Damien Darkblood is voiced by old boy that does Hellboy, and he's basically a Hellboy ripoff.
Yeah,
well, not a ripoff, because I do actually like that character. I wouldn't call him a ripoff, but
he's good. I hope he lives.
Wait, Ron Perlman?
Yeah, Ron Perlman is the voice of Damien Darkblood,
who's also still alive. People should know.
Ron Perlman be doing introduction voiceovers for UFC as well. Like you're like, is that Ron Perlman? It's Ron Perlman.
Yo, Ron Perlman's voice.
I haven't watched UFC in so long. I wouldn't know.
It's either him or John Malkovich sometimes. John Malkovich? I know, right? I'm making that up.
That's one of those people where, like, you have no idea in real life what the fuck he's into. You can't put him in a box.
He's like the new Ted Nugent, man.
For sure. So that concludes my blurred out I think I'm going to pass my blurt out to Ash because hers
that picture
is controversial at best. I'm going to use it at least 2 more times tonight. Ash, what are you blurting out about?
All right. Well, I have caught up on Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and I'm not saying that I like John Walker. I'm saying I don't quite understand the hate because I actually feel bad for him. Now, this is a soldier who has been given the title of Captain America. He has self-doubt about even having that title. He's even said to Falcon and Winter Soldier, I'm not trying to be better than Steve. I'm just trying to do the best job I can, and I'd like to have your blessing. He's talked to his friend about the honors he has even gotten in war and how the actions they've done, he doesn't even think they are good actions and doesn't feel like he should be praised as much as he has been. You know, he really just wants to be out there in the field doing his job, making sure that his people come home alive with as minimal casualties as he can. But as Captain America, there's a lot more of like the politics and the press tour stuff that he didn't expect he'd have to do as a soldier who's just used to being out in the field doing his job. Now he's put in the spotlight, pressure on himself, pressure from the title. He's not as strong as these people that he's fighting. Every fight this man has gotten into, he's gotten his ass kicked. So when he finally does get the opportunity to get more power, I understand why he took that power. I also understand why his final actions were as overblown as they were. You've got all the trauma and pressure he was putting on himself in this role, the incident that happened right before it, and it didn't look like the serum was really sitting right with him because he looked like he was having those little like crackhead twitches.
He was having it before though. Like I think that's why I love the nuance in John Walker's story through all the episodes, because like he starts out clean cut, clean shaven, and by episode 4, my man is like tired, bearded up.
He's on roids now.
Not even the roids part. Like that's the final start. That's the final straw. But from the beginning of the show, he is 3 steps behind Bucky and Falcon, and like he's clearly jealous, even though he's not trying to be, like, because he wants to work with him. But like actually, that conversation you referred to with him in Battlestar, where they talk about Afghanistan. They talk about actual wars here in America that honestly were needless. Like that's like I think that's the cool part about John Walker, is that like in Battlestar to a lesser extent, is that they talk about the terror, like the let's be real, the shitty politics of being a military officer and how limited you are, because that's the whole thing. At the end of the day, he's not necessarily an officer. He's supposed to be a symbol. But the problem was that Captain America ended up being more than a symbol, which is what what's his face Brule's character talks about. Baron talks about. Zemo talks about is like when we start putting people on a pedestal, you get John Walker. That's what happens. Like it's like I think people who are getting mad at the actor and John Walker completely miss like the point of like. Of what the writers were trying to get across to John Walker. It's not an allegory. It's not an allegory for a white man with a gun. It's not that. It's about the fact that this military, our American military, takes our people, chews them up and spits them out and gives them a medal and says, "Congratulations, you did a good job," and that's it. Because like even with Falcon, like the
Kenny,
stuff with Falcon,
to cut you off, it was Ash's blurred out.
Sorry, I just like you, but like you're right, Ash.
Yeah, and that's exactly the point I was making. Like watching him, it's tragic to watch what happens, because it's like he wants to do the right thing. He's trying to do good things, but the things that he's done sometimes are opposite. You know, who knows what he had to do to get his soldiers out of Afghanistan, and he got an award for that. He's like, he could have shot a child in the face, and he got an award for that. That's not going to sit right with him. And again, now he has this title of Captain America and got to live up to the legacy that was Steve Rogers. Is like, that's a lot of pressure. And it all culminated into that last move that he did in the last moments of the episode. And I just felt bad for him. And he's more nuanced than like the comically kind of evil version of him that he is in the comics. Where
that's what Marvel MCU.
He's not evil in the comics, guys. I'm not saying he's not evil in the comics. That's not
evil. Okay. Well, let me not say evil. He did come off as very dickish in some of the stuff that he was doing. But so I can understand if y'all didn't like that John Walker, but the John Walker that's in this series is very nuanced, very real, and I just felt bad for him, like the whole circumstance. And I really did like Sam's sister response about him. He's like, he's America's mascot. He's the mascot to a country that don't care about me.
Yeah.
I'm like, yep, very true. And that's why I more so don't even, I'm more upset at the fact that they even made him the powers that be, making him a mascot. That's what angered me, because I knew he was pretty much just going to be like a scapegoat. And it's like, why the fuck does America need a hero? Who's he going to protect here in America? Like,
he could have quit his job, you know.
Because God forbid,
he didn't have to take the title.
Yeah,
nobody forced him to take that badge. I'm sorry.
Well, no, I feel like he felt like it was like an underlying threat of like, why wouldn't you take this title? Like, you can't turn this down. It's such a high honor. He's so used to following orders. It's like, it's almost like another rank in the military in a sense. At least I feel like that's what he thought it was going to be, like just another rank in the military. But it was much more than that.
I mean, it is. It's a Marvel idea. That's what the military is for the Avengers. Like Captain America, it's like, I mean, that's it.
Yeah. So again, that's basically all I want to say. I feel like this series is doing good. What is this, like episode 5?
We're over halfway through, because I think that's going to be what.
This is 4. Okay, so there's two more
episodes. Yeah.
So
it'll be interesting to see what story they're trying to tell by the conclusion.
Yeah, I'm still not sure what's going on with Baron, honestly.
Zemo, he's fucking shit up like you should.
Like, he's a real one. Yo, Baron is a real one.
Like, is he the?
He was like, "You don't fight."
No.
Okay,
Mephisto is the power broker.
Completely different.
I ain't hear what you said, but that's fine. But yeah, I'm enjoying the series so far. Be interesting to go. It'll be interesting to see where they go with John Walker, because this man is on World Star as of that last episode.
He's all over the internet.
What a great title for an episode the world is watching. Like that, that final 2 minutes, literally.
Wait. Also, it's funny though, because like what happened to his friend before it happened, I was watching. I was like, why does this character not have a helmet? Like, Cap has a helmet. Why is he leading the charge?
They didn't give him the proper. They gave him that big chest plate.
I mean, because even when he be in Afghanistan, he would have had a hat.
Yeah.
Why is he here with no hat? Okay, but that's
because it would have fucked up his hair.
Yeah, and
because
then like right after that.
Yeah, it's a costume, which is cool. Because like Falcon doesn't wear a helmet, Bucky doesn't wear a helmet. Like
he used to wear goggles.
It's goggles. Like
he should wear a
helmet.
It's
uniform.
He should definitely wear a helmet.
Unless he can use his wings to like guard his head.
But see, that speaks to the fact that they don't know what they're doing. As like the Avengers, they gear up like they're gonna get their ass beat by universal
aliens.
Yeah.
Aliens,
he had that good white man confidence.
Alien sorcerers, or what was it? Alien
sorcerers and what was it? Alien sorcerers and mutants? Oh, that was a joke.
No, it was
androids.
Yeah, alien sorcerers, androids.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But that being said, thank you, Ash. Didn't really change my perspective on the character, but a little bit. There's a show.
I'm interested in your perspective though. Like you just kind of like said one thing, which is like, wait,
Yeah,
because it's not conscious.
He's a cop.
Sake, it's not controversial.
No, he's a cop. That shield is a badge. But in order to get done with the blurred outs, I'm not gonna go into it. Steve, you're up.
Yeah, that's a good song in the background.
Damn good song. For sure.
I've been mostly playing Switch and Smash Bros. and smoking weed, watching it.
So, another Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, today I got my second shot, so I've been a little out of it, honestly.
Yay!
Yeah.
Did
you get it in time? Because I know you got it a while before.
Yeah, I got it in time enough.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I got it in time enough. Yeah. So I've been a little out of it, so I've just been kind of drinking soda water and fucking playing. I can't fight people on Smash online. It's impossible. It's impossible.
Send me your friend code.
These kids are too good.
Yeah, you can play me.
I'll do that. I'll do that right now when I go. Yeah. I'll send one because I have. Yeah, it's here somewhere. And Invincibles are excellent.
Fantastic show.
Yeah,
for sure. Fantastic show that exists in the same universe as Family Matters and Step by Step, which might it might exist in the same universe as Kickboxer because we don't know where Cody was before he showed up with that family.
Also,
it also seems to exist in the same world as Venture Brothers, at least the comics.
Are there?
Yeah, there's a panel.
It
was Best of the Best, I believe, is what Cody.
Yes, Best of the Best. Because he did Taekwondo. You're right.
Mm.
And they end up doing like Best of the Best 7 and shit.
Yeah, there are a lot of them. There are way too many. For sure.
They're like drug lords now. Like, wait a minute, whoa. How you go from martial arts team to like
spinning a fire stick? Yeah.
Go on.
Oh, yeah. Steve, does that conclude your blur out?
It does.
Fucking up. Oh, okay, good. Kenny, you're up.
It does. I'm done.
All right. I guess Steve, you could. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if there was. I think he froze again.
Huh?
No, it's the vaccine.
Yeah, probably.
Honestly, I just want to speak more about Winter Soldier and Falcon. About Baron Zemo and just how cool his character is.
Best jacket in the show for sure.
Oh, best jacket, best mess. I mean, even his explanation for why he likes Marvin Gaye's Trouble Man was like the funniest thing. But he's right. Honestly. And here's the thing about Marvel movies that they do a really shitty job of like really developing their villains
because they usually die.
Like a character like Zemo, and honestly to a lesser extent, Michael B. Jordan's character shouldn't have died.
Killmonger,
Killmonger was another guy who like those are characters who are legacy characters who should always be causing either trouble or keeping things kind of the status quo in the Marvel universe. And you really see how Baron Zemo works, like how he is just like this smooth, comedic cat, but also so like he's not as from his character in the comics, but except he's not a Nazi, which I really appreciate. And they even like kind of sort of discuss that part. Yeah, honestly, because he wasn't he has no in the comics he has a relationship with like the Red Skull. In the show he doesn't. So I like how they kind of keep them separated because honestly, even the way he's around Thunderbolts, he's a lot more diplomatic. So I like that in the TV show. And John Walker, I mean, Ash hit it on the head. This show does a really good job of giving characters, not necessarily Winter Soldier and Falcon, like deep, like real deep stuff to like discuss and think about. I mean, John Walker and Battlestar's character is a whole like discussion on the military industrial complex. If you want to get into that, like Falcon's shows with like banking and they're still getting this mortgage. Like
right, that got on my nerves. Like How you get at me for not having income for 5 years? I literally did not exist for 5 years, but you could go back and see the years prior to me being not snapped that I was working until I got snapped.
Ash, that happens in places that require to have different forms of ID. It's the same thing. Like I love that. Like that is Disney on a TV scale gets it that like the movies are big world building themes, but shows should be about substance, but to tell stories about what common people go through. And shockingly, WandaVision dealt with trauma. This one's dealing with like just being black. Like I wanted to talk about
Isaiah,
the first black Captain America. Like Isaiah was just there for a hot minute. Like you could do a whole show on him, and I kind of hope they do.
Yeah, I hope they do because his grandson becomes a young Avenger.
Yeah, they've been setting up Young Avengers for years.
Yeah, like there's so much meat to this bone that I think is so much more Americana than Steve Rogers. And this show in 4 episodes has really done a good job of keeping that strong. Like Captain America movies, in my opinion, are the strongest of all the Marvel titles because they deal with a lot of realistic things that actually do happen to people, along with, dealing with stuff, World War, government shit and all that. But like just people dealing with being in the military, coming back home, how they're supposed to like reassess themselves to everyday life. Like that's real. Like people go through that. And like this kind of continues that story. And like John Walker is basically the story of a man who's done everything and still feels so small. Girl that tells him he's big, even though he knows he's not. Like that's the humbling part about him, is that he knows he's always going to be a step behind, which is why that conversation with him in Battlestar is so powerful. Like it's like all these random nuances. Like I had to watch the show twice because I kind of missed out on like just some of the discussion, because I was like, oh shit, that's so real. Like that's powerful stuff. It's like a lot of these like Marvel shows are making you go back and watch them again because of the extras that go beneath them. And honestly, if this is what we're gonna get from WandaVision and Captain Falcon, I love saying Captain Falcon. I'm just gonna keep saying it. Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
What I heard it called.
And then the trailer for Loki, which was like tremendous. That's a whole like it's a whole nother thing that like I just Disney in a year where no Marvel movies, this was the perfect way to really like get people reacclimated. Like I have no care for watching Black Widow, but damn, give me more of these like Disney TV shows, Disney Marvel stuff, because like they have been so good. And this stuff with Winter Soldier and Wakanda, like that's a whole thing right there. We didn't even mention because the Dora Milaje showed up and it whooped ass. Like
they reposed.
What's his name's arm?
Yeah, they reposed his arm.
His arm fell off.
Like, you ain't been making your payments on this.
I thought you was going to take it.
That was like awesome.
Like disconnected, like
that shit was great.
Project, and then the respect for the Black characters, like the respect for the Black characters, all of Marvel in these shows have been tremendous. And honestly, I kind of wish we got these a little bit more of the movies, but I'm not going to be mad because if we're doing the whole thing where these shows go to
they're not going to do a Snyder cut and make a 4-hour-long movie.
God, don't. I mean, the quality of the episodes look like movies. They look like movies.
My girl abandoned me. I'm watching it by myself now.
I would put any of WandaVision and Winter Soldier and Falcon up against the Snyder cut, and like like, come on, like, what? Honestly, it's just it's not even a contest, and I don't want to make it one. But like, if somebody brought up Snyder cuts, I'm gonna put it there. Like, Disney and Marvel are just on another level, and even I'm like surprised at just how far surpassing. Like, I thought it was gonna be like they're gonna be really good, but like even I thought they were gonna be better, and that's good. So kudos to them.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, Dora Milaje, like
came in there, He's like, they didn't even have the serum.
Yeah,
they've been training their whole lives.
That was it. Like that's when he knew he fucked up. He was like, that syrup and beat my ass. Like, yeah,
like just put your pretty sticks down. They like, look here, white boy.
Pop, 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 pop. Oh, you like that shield? Bow. How about you stay on the table with that shield while I go over here and beat your friend?
It's like, we made that. So.
We made that. Like, that's our vibranium. We know how this works. Like, think at us. Like
we have jurisdiction wherever the Douai-Mélange.
The Wakandan military is that much better than American military, and it's
they are. They are. Like, did they not see when they took out a whole car with a spear? Like their cars were getting shot at by bullets, and they were just like primitive.
Here,
no,
here, do a
well, thank you, Kenny, for that blurred out. Last but not least, Al Tamper, I know you talked a little bit about yourself. Do you have a blurred out that you want to?
I've been kind of like on audit mode, I guess, with a lot of shit. Like I was thinking about how like the Fantastic Four movie where Michael B. Jordan is the weirdest one ever. So like, I was looking at that shit like, man, they were looking in that movie like, well, we can't do that movie again, but we got to use the actors somehow because we signed a contract. We signed a contract with them. Yeah, we signed a contract. Fuck. So let's just make one Captain America. See how that goes. Oh shit, that works. Huh. That works. All right, let's throw. Hey, Michael, don't look at me like that. Put the gun down. Put the gun down. Put the gun down.
Looking at him with the Michael B. Jordan snarl. This thing.
Right. Are you okay with getting killed off as a villain? And here's why. Let me tell you. Michael, put the gun down. Michael, put the gun down. Like they just recycle so many people from that movie to do other parts and like other even as like side parts. I'm like bad with names and shit, but I'm like, oh, you were also in that movie that everyone hated. And then I was like, why did everyone hate that movie? Then I was like, all right, so people hated that movie, even though the way they're acting in that movie is the way that people were acting in the show The Boys. Was it too ironically sarcastic for people to deal with in a quick manner, pushing through their story? So there was that show on it was The Boys. It was kind of like a mock-up of like
the one on Amazon.
Yeah, the one on Amazon.
Oh wait, you're talking about comparing The Boys to Fan4?
People's right. So the thing about those is that what I thought was interesting about them is that people didn't like how everyone was acting in Fantastic Four, but the way that they're acting in that Fantastic Four movie is the same way the motherfuckers were being in all 3-4 seasons of The Boys.
Like in terms of what, like delivery of the acting?
Yeah, delivery. Everyone was kind of like everyone was over it ironic, but not like the show The Flash ironic where he's like, oh, who are you? What do you do? But more like, oh, we should make it this name type thing. People don't
I think The Boys was more. I have not watched The Boys or Fan4 Stick. But the biggest complaints I've heard about the biggest complaint with Fan4 Stick was like it was trying to be too dark and edgy. So maybe that delivery just doesn't work with the dark and edgy, whereas The Boys is more like tongue in cheek, from what I hear. So
it's like
they're supposed to be deconstructions of heroes. Supposed to be they're like both of the movies are supposed to be a deconstruction of heroes, but in a dark way, and which is what somebody who thought that's a good idea to do that for the Fantastic Four. It's not. Fantastic Four is like that's
Zack Snyder might as well have directed the Fantastic Four.
No, and that's part of the problem. Like I don't know if it was this show or it was another show where it's just like too many people had instead of realizing that all these heroes that they like because they're dark aren't dark because they're dark. They're dark because they're being deconstructed to show you like, oh, this is how bad they can be. They aren't showing you the reality of what a hero would be if they were in our real world. That's not what's happening. And I think that discussion needs to be had a lot more often because until that happens, everybody's gonna think that a deconstructed hero show is like, yo, that's like what a hero would be like in the real world. It's like, no, that's not what a hero would be like in the real world. Like,
so that's what I'm saying. That's what I've been doing now. Is I've been like kind of sitting back and auditing these shows. I feel like I'm like I've become my own bureau of plausible acts with like Marvel and shit like that. So I'm like, well, I know how everyone really wishes this is, and I hate to be this guy. Fuck it, I'm gonna be this guy. So I mean, I don't even have anything specific. I've just been doing that a lot these days with like, you know, we're at home a lot. So the people who are talking up about this are at home more than I am because I've been working through this whole lockdown shit since like day one. If you remember my hot takes with Al Tamper, I was literally the dude outside on the street by my damn self because everyone's inside. So I haven't had this like stuck inside ass life. But looking back at from work to like what's going on in the shit that I was like geeking out about when I had the time to, I'm like, damn, people are fucking going nuts on their opinions on these things more than the actual facts are just placed right in front of you. Because now that people have time to make these movies and give the explanation, they're right there, but people still make what they want happen with it, and it turns into a whole different argument. So I've been auditing.
Superhero audits by Al Tamper.
Superhero auditing and shit.
For sure. All right. Well, thank you for that, Al. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go into a music break. And since Al Tamper is here, I decided every song we play on both of these music breaks is going to be either an Al Tamper song or a 7 Oddity song, most of which feature Al Tamper.
Yo, they joke about that. They're like, yo, we put this album together, and it's basically just Al Tamper with us featuring it. It's hilarious.
I mean, I like it. I'm not complaining. So the songs I'm going to play for those who might tune in, FFO. You can find this on YouTube as FFO. The 7, Check the Strategy, Take What's Mine, and Fair Warning. When we come back, Al, I'll ask you to tell us some stories about how these songs were made or any interesting notes about these songs. But until then, you are watching BlurdDotRadio, BlurdDotRadio. Our next segment is our trailer segment. You don't want to miss it.
Man, I swear, motherfucker just fucked with me. I think it was my height, man. Probably because I was like 4'9", little dude, like 12 pounds, soaking crazy ass fucking wind facing east. Yo. Had a damn good year that year, great year. Even got to bounce to Amsterdam and have some good beer. How though? Young Al avoids the bullshit. The bullshit steps up to catch a full hit. Full hits, not even boasting weed smoke. They want no smoke, let alone a bad joke. Bad jokes get transformed to Bruce Clout. Think I'm playing, fuck around and find out. Smack so hard, thought I broke the 9 out. Slap so hard, broke down the hideout. Snatched all the goods that he could with quickness. Toss shit out the windows like, you don't need this. Doors popped open on some hide me. Car keys flying on some grimy. Homie's face looking like he kissed the beehive. And that's how Tamper trying to learn to drive. Fuck around, find out. 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 Hot damn stomp and walking heavy. Roll deep with a crew that's rocking steady. So we survey till we locate beverages and survey so we beat the averages. Shit was hitting and brothers was getting weighted. All the homies picked a litter of kittens hitting and splitting. Now the last fees with me and kicking everyone out. These mad dudes wanna fuck around and find out. Guess they figure gang up on me. I was escorting fuckers out 3 by 3. One by one they would size me up. Cell phone ring so I'ma picking up. And word headed I'ma get lumped the fuck up by these sharp motherfuckers. Gas pumped the fuck up. Whipping up, let her up, chucked by the keg. That's when I beat a whole crew with a chair leg. Yo, fuck around, find out. 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 Fuck around, find out.
You want music? Oh, I fucked up.
fuck is up? Clever One, what up? Al Tamper, what the fuck is up? Yo.
Why the fuck isn't the video?
M1, what the fuck is up? Clever One, what up? Al Tamper, what the fuck?
Play the song.
M1, what the fuck is up? Man, I swear, motherfucker just fucked with me. I think it was my height, man. Probably because I was like 4'9", little dude in the area, 12 pounds, soaking crazy ass fucking wind facing east.
Yo. Had a damn good year that year, great year. Even got the bounce to answer.
M1, what the fuck is up? Clever One, what up? Al Tamper, what the fuck is up? Yo. I got no time for talking, smash it with the Johnny Walker, violent stalker walking through the park, trying to find a target, hardly harmless, laughing hardy bitch, y'all need body armor, let farmer, blow a fucking hole through your head for ya. Extreme violence, confessions of a psychopath, spoken over strings and violins, I'm high as shit, scientists be baffled at how grimy the human mind can get. Millimeter 9, paralyze you when your spine is hit, your highness on that flat line, and quite ironic how you choking on blood from trigger squeezing like the Heimlich, wrote my verse on a Ouija board, speaking more demonic. My mind is gone, all signs point, I ain't trying to find it. I'm not regular, the death peddler, put you in the pine box, etc. Leviathan wet it up. Enough shit sitting on my hip to clip 10 of ya. Punks jump up to catch slugs through the retina.
Hands up if you feeding for that raw shit.
That let us in Timberlands to your door shit.
All the fuck we do is keep bringing you more shit.
7 motherfucking eyes, yo, we all sick.
Hands up if you feeding for that raw shit.
That let us in Timberlands to your door shit.
All the fuck we do is keep bringing you more shit.
7 motherfucking eyes, yo, we all sick.
Man down is when the birds leave trees. Blink 7 needed rescuing from blowing these trees. Your body will collapse and contort into some unfortunate position, cause your dumbass gobbled up all the bait. We only pushing that dope so we know when it's all crime. Get to brapping at your feet so you notice this hammer time. Where is the lie anonymous? We still pulling cars. 7 oddities, we bringing burners to your yard. 7 oddities, we put explosives in your guards. Run your shit in slow-mo, got your future shit in shards. The team is sick coronavirus like 7 times. Nonchalant about it, doomsday still bringing lives. So what you wanna do? This point ain't getting through to you. Step in close range and push this oxygen right through you. Reevaluate your lessons. The 7 is not testing. Throwing bodies in the fire is how we give out blessings.
Hands up if you feeding for that raw shit. That let us in Timberlands to your door shit.
All the fuck we do is keep bringing you more shit.
7 motherfucking eyes, yo, we all sick.
Hands up if you feeding for that raw shit.
That let us in Timberlands to your door shit.
All the fuck we do is keep bringing you more shit.
7 motherfucking odds, yo, we all sick.
You ain't escaping the grass, no matter what is true. If we coming through, ain't no telling what these scuds will do. Never catch me doing what suckers do, it's uncomfortable. We keep it rugged, this is music to punish too. The fumes will smother, you ain't outrunning in suffocation. My dude's a gutter, ain't no sun up cause it's fucking raining. You bums are lame and these drums will leave you hung and draining. I'm done explaining, so now it's these cuts you sustaining. I'm aiming and firing till no one's remaining. I'm raging with tyrants and no one's behaving. You moaning and shaking. It's that bone-breaking, globe-quaking rhetoric. This ain't competitive, y'all some hoes faking sentiments. This for your benefit, we trying to end your misery. Artillery, home delivery, foes is jittery. It's no sympathy, the judgment is swift. Got 'em fiending for that raw shit to bump in the whip.
Hands up if you feeding for that raw shit.
That let us in Timberlands to your door shit.
All the fuck we do is keep bringing you more shit.
7 motherfucking odds, yo, we all sick.
Hands up if you feeding raw shit that let it send Timberlands to your door shit.
All the fuck we do is keep bringing you more shit.
7 motherfucking odds, yo, we all sick. My penmanship leave you toy rappers in dismemberment. I make tsunamis appear to splash your ass, leaving niggas drenched. Dark water pirate drowning all who wanna swim with this. Captain of the ship with the fuses to the cannons lit. Ready to blast you out the frame if you move your lip. Lyrics set to hit, leave you non-existent in this bitch. Hungry lyricist, eating this until I'm getting sick. And even after vomiting, I still go back to eating it. Plates of MCs, barbecue sauces doused on it. Keep bringing the food, Buddha Max can eat pounds of it. Shit it out and then I make them eat the doo-doo. They realize who they are from what they eat, which is boo-boo. You can't stand firm against the 7, it be brutal. Electronically kill annoying pests, how I remove you. Ubu Pearl from the mighty Queen with the voodoo. I send a spell to you and watch your ass go cuckoo.
I am the damsel you fear, appearing in your sleep, causing loved ones to hover over you. What faces from the weed? That's what happens, candy asses think your shit sweet. Till I'm knocking out your teeth like a funky drummer on the beat. It's not save one more for the plans I have in store for you snake bats. Now you're shaking right down to the core. The 45 acts like 45 eagle soul, peppered up from all the action. Now you really can't ignore this Mr. Hyde lies in wait, tourniquet tied, biding time while I confide all my hopes and dreams into my pocket 9. Wrist flicks as if I'm Jordan, dropping nothing but dimes while I'm punching you with punches over and over 100 times. There's a right way and a wrong way when it comes to say goodbye, but no right way or wrong way when it's time for you to die. So wise up, you really don't want to be that guy, cause you'll end up like the rest where the sleeping dogs lie.
One swing of the axe, take out like Ted Max. Not talking deliveries unless shiny like fishery, glisten like Tiffany. 10 bricks get dropped off, hold the mic straight, boss. Only win, never lost. Advertise the best work, then be coming for the sauce. With heavy artillery, cartel kind of force. In dark deep ditches where all these bodies get tossed. The weather in the city's got me spitting in the frost. Honest of the MCs, our minds, they been lost. This weed that gets blazed and this bead that gets laced. We deal with no fakes, blow leaf or go pace. Jack Daniels, no chase. Police got no trace. The industry wanna rape, they getting this real irate. Supporting this shit in music and glorifying mistakes. Taking over 50 states and the rest of the world. Got that bitch in my palms and I'm using it for curls.
Yo, incoming, I'm sunning your bitch moments. Never settle for the buzzard, assuming this bitch potent. I drown out opponents, make wannabes change plans, change angles, change stands, assuming your shit bans. Clansman's mans apparently switch gigs when I slaughter mad bacon and show 'em I eat pigs. UAC told me to slap 'em and throw hands. Northside showed me attack 'em and slam dance. Granny told her 40 the trigger, her main gunny. When that bag money funny, you making your back sunny. Them suspect fucks get drowned like spin ducks when I air out trays and making your chicks cluck. The fuck's up with it? I'm paying, I'm gon' get it. When the thumb's getting itchy, I'm smacking off your fitted. I'm a cool calm cat, don't make me switch seasons. Catch shell toes and elbows talking for no reason. Yo, I'm only here to take what's mine. You other cats running out of time. Ain't no coming back, I draw the line. These other cats ran out of time. I'm only really here to get it and keep it here. Keeping your sour shares or throw it back is a real glare. You Mighty Mouse and acting brand new to this hustles. I'm classic about it, bludgeon cats call me cousin muscles. It's no contest, I'm being honest. These counterfeits take a hard shit, call it progress. Who holding you only written, taking back what you folded. If it ain't nailed down, better just hold in. Smash and grab everything. Take the whole finger if you don't up the ring. Battle has been won, ring the bell, ding ding. Money for the vocals, only time a brother sing. 7 eyes, Tamper, 40-ounce king. You could hold this magazine, try to up my bling. Change my whole game, now these people acting strange. I'm the same Dr. Awkward, ain't a damn thing changed. Yo, I'm only here to take what's mine. You other cats running out of time. Ain't no coming back, I draw the line. These other cats ran out of time. Ran out of time. Ran out of time. Ran out of time. Ran out of time.
Everybody on mute.
Hey.
You're watching BlurdDotRadio. Once again, I'm your host, Mike Stidham. I'm joined by co-host Steve. I think he might be back there somewhere. Ash Gotti.
Don't. Fucking hate you.
And our special guest, Al Tamper. Al Tamper, did you really beat a crew with a chair leg?
I did. Yo, so Pete, check this out. So a homegirl of mine was having a party. Hey, what's up?
What had happened was so a homegirl of mine was having a fucking party. At one point, she was just like, "Yo, I think she was just too high, but she just was like, everyone's got to go." And like, none of her usual homegirls were there. They all had other shit to do for some reason. I was there with my homies, and then they dipped out to the liquor store, and they were gone for a minute, which means they probably went and smoked a bong or two in the backyard because we had a crew bong that we placed in certain places, and it happened to be in proximity to where we were having the party. We traded the bong off every month. I mostly had it, but we then started trading it off. Anyway, so they had been gone for a long-ass fucking time. I'm like, all right, everyone's got to go, and I start kicking people out, and like these cats get there, and they're like, yo, this is where the party is, right? I'm like, yeah, but you got to go, man. It's over, man. She just want everyone out. So they get all mad at me about it. As I'm helping people like walk out, thanks for coming and all that shit. This guy keeps bringing in one more dude, like to side me up. He'll come down the stairs and they'll point at me. Then he'll come down the stairs with a whole other dude and they'll point at me. Then he came down the stairs with like 2 more dudes and he point at me. So like, I've finally got everyone out the crib. I looked at this chick and I'm like, all right, I'm about to be out. There's going to be a fight in front of your crib, but just everything's going to be okay. And she's like, Albert, are you going to be okay? I'm like, yeah. It's motherfuckers got to show off somehow. So they picked me because this is little Tamper. This is like 125 pounds with dreadlocks, fat pants, a Timbuktu backpack, and probably my old baseball jersey and just like extra shoes in my bag for breakdancing somewhere or some shit. And of course, like 2 cans of paint, high low.
Again, but hip hop, high level hip hop, right?
Right. Yeah. So like, I remember earlier on a fucking chair broke, and she's like, I don't want to just throw it out right now. I might be able to fix it later. So I'm like, all right, cool.
Use this.
Right. So we shoved it in the closet, and I remember it was there, and I went and just broke the chair leg off, kissed her on the forehead, and walked out the door.
That reminds me of the scene in 300 where he's like, I gotta go die now.
Right. So like, my homies hit me up like, hey, as I'm walking to the door, hey man, are you still at that party? I'm like, yeah. bro, man, there's a whole lot of big dudes outside just waiting for you. I'm like, these are my friends who aren't the fighters. So I wasn't expecting them to fight. It would have been cool if today they changed their mind.
It would have been
so
nice.
They're like, yo, should we drive off? I'm like, no. Just open the back door of the car on my side of the street. I'm going to make it to the car, but whether we close the door or not, just drive off. So like I walked out the door and I have to go up these stairs and there's another set of stairs that opens another door and it's black. So it's like I'm about to step in the arena and just start swinging this weapon. Like, so pretty much door opens. I'm in the Coliseum now. It's dark outside. It's fucking like there's a lot of dew on the ground because it's probably like 4 a.m. by now. And I'm just clocking motherfuckers like with a chair leg. I'm punching people. I pushed the dude over by his face. I got punched by this dude that I like used to see a lot on the train, and he definitely didn't do shit later on because I did a good job apparently. But yeah, I hit everyone with a chair leg or the hands or my elbows. Motherfucker, a lot of people caught chair leg, and I got in the car. I have a scar right here on my arm where the top of my arm got caught on the corner of the door because it was like an old Toyota Camry. So it was like boxier. And my arm definitely got caught. The door didn't close. They've caught up to the car by now. I'm catching punches through the door. I'm like, bro, drive.
Why are we still?
But yeah, it was that shit's real. That like, why do you think there's so many words in that verse?
It was a good story.
Yeah, that shit's real. The other one's real too, but I mean, people don't write about real shit and they can't explain it. They just say it's real shit. But if you can't tell the story, then it ain't that real.
Life is weirder than fiction.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah,
that was bullshit though. Like,
if I can base my songs off of some shit I've been through, then I'm good. I go through a lot of adventures.
That's what it's supposed to be about.
Yeah.
But I mean, all you were trying to do was help this woman clear her house out. It's like the party's over, y'all. I'm the bouncer.
Listen.
I'm just the messenger. The lady don't want to host the party no more. It's 4 a.m. Yeah. Go home. I ain't call you out your name. I ain't lay hands. I'm about to roll
Here's
out
the thing. 4 a.m. niggas is drunk. Shit goes on. I got jumped. I have a similar story, except not at all as glorious. I did not win. I got jumped.
I was bloody. I didn't like come out like unscathed.
Yeah. I got one good hit off with a bat. And then got my ass kicked. Trying to get into a 2-door car over a snowball fight. Fights happen. Like if you're in the wrong place, this is the shit you deal with.
Hell yeah.
But thank you for that story, Al.
Dude,
once again,
that shit I got in the car missing my shirt. That's how bad that shit was.
Wow, you know the fight's real when you lose clothes. That's how it always is in anime.
My whole shirt's missing.
And I can imagine it wasn't like you took it off; is that it got torn off from over here? Yeah. Maybe
I was a no shirt wearing ass dude back then, but I know at something in the morning it's colder. I got a shirt on, and I'm gonna get into a fight. Yeah, I'm trying. Look, clothes on. Oh, but I definitely don't have that shirt no more.
There it is. So to hear that story and more, Al Tamper, if you could remind people where to find Distracted in the 7 Oddities catalog.
You go to 7odds.com, the number 7odbz.com. Go there, find merchandise, buy it, click on links, share them, play them loud. Smack people while wearing our clothing. You can do
definitely. That's how you pay tribute. You got to walk down the street and smack some random person.
People don't even like us doing positive rap anymore. They're like, that was cool, but you ain't say shit about anyone getting shot. No one's going to do that.
It definitely is.
No one gonna fall down a fucking well at all, and I'm just disappointed. I'm like, oh, okay.
I wouldn't be mad about it. I'm telling you, when I told you this, it was a true story. You had a snippet of the 7 on the M1 versus 7 Oddities album, and I remember listening to it like, oh, this shit is hard, and then like after a verse or two, it stopped, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Where is it? And I went to go find it, and it was like, it'll be out in January, and I was like, wait a minute, it's like October. Like, what do you mean I can't listen to this?
So we said January to give ourselves a long time to do it. Mm-hmm. So basically how it goes is like people will send us, like a beat maker will be like, hey, I want to do a project with y'all. We check their beats out and say yay or nay. This dude we had already known, so he was like, we already knew him. We already did our homework on him. We know his pull out there. So it would be cool to do something, but he's hitting us up to do something with us. It's a win-win. So like Dream Tech was like, I'm not even going to release these beats to the whole crew. We have like our own network where we can just dump beats or songs and listen to them as a whole. Like I could be in Guam, like call Buddha up in Chicago, like, yo, go on the thread right now. I just dropped a beat in there. Tell me what you think, and we can listen to it together. But so we had him in there, but he had him locked up. He locked him up on a date. We go and check it out, and we're all like, yeah. So let's start writing on this soon. And everyone seemed very on board about it for like the first time in a while, apparently. I always act like I'm new to the label, even though it's been like 2 albums now. But it's like if everyone agrees like right now and it's getting done, we got to do it now. So we went in the studio and just like whoever was there first picked a beat, start writing to it. And so Doomsday was there. He doesn't even live in the state, but he was the first motherfucker there. I see him in there. We pick a beat, start writing. Then people come in, get on that song. Then we switch to other beat. Then we turn a beat on in a different room of the studio. And so it festers out. So some things don't get done, but we got done. We finished a lot of the album. I mean, in a day, in a night, with like 7 of us, ironically enough. And just send them back to dude, like, do what you do, send them back. And then finish the rest. So we were like, we can probably do it by January. And then realize we were like way ahead. So we were like, what do we do now? Let's shoot some fucking videos.
Yeah. And you all shot a video for every song on the album.
Every song. Yeah, there's a video for every song on the album.
Very dope. Very dope.
Even though we're even throwing the interludes in there. So I mean that comes together like that because we were like, we've never done a track together. Let's make this the first one. So that's how the segment popped up. And the beat with that one, since I was the first one to hear everything after Dream Tech played everything, I already knew I was gonna be on that song. Like I was animated as fuck about how I'm on that song. I don't give a fuck when y'all put it out. I'm on that song.
That beat is fantastic.
Yeah, hell yeah. Like the dude at M1 from Dublin, he's got some zingers, man. They're like,
he's from Dublin?
Yeah.
Like Germany?
Nah, dude, like Ireland.
Oh shit! I had public school. I don't know.
And I was like,
I was like, he's gonna say the actual country, right? Like he's gonna say it, and then he did it. And like
we waited.
Yo, we waited. We need out, brother. We
all waited.
Come on.
Listen, if you're watching and you're in Dublin, Germany, shout out to you. On that note, folks, we gotta get started on some trailers.
Great segue. Wonderful segue.
Great transition. Amazing.
Wonderful.
I'm definitely gonna look up Dublin, Germany, just to see. Like,
shout out to Dublin, Ireland. We know where you are. Okay.
Yeah, y'all too.
America
I want no
my heart belongs.
I want
Dublin,
no
Germany.
smoke with Ireland. Okay. if Twitch next to Ireland, I want no smoke with Ireland.
There's also a Dublin, Ohio. So
there is.
Yeah.
That's
right.
Well, shout out to Dublin,
I'll
Ohio.
never go there. I'm not trying to get hanged from the top of the
I'm more likely to want to go to
Ohio.
Dublin, Ireland. So, more likely to
I've
Dublin,
never been
Ireland.
there. I'm not going to big up Dublin.
Listen,
Ohio.
I'm going to Dublin, Germany in 2022. I'm buying my ticket tonight.
BlurdDotRadio coming you from Dublin, Ireland, okay?
We going on tour in Dublin, Germany.
At the football club, whatever football club they got that's big there. We're going to make sure we pick a jersey to wear while we're there.
There you go. I don't want to go to any of the small ones. I know how y'all get down. I've seen. They take soccer seriously.
Serious.
It's football. Do not call it soccer when you go over there.
See, I get punched in the face just for that.
Already.
Soccer, what's a soccer? Wow. All right, damn.
By like 9 people too.
Oh yeah.
It all starts off with a oi, and then you're like, shit.
Oh, you say soccer,
dude? I'm not even making that up. That sounds so like prejudiced and fucked up. But like when you hear a like a good like short oi, you look. It's World Star.
Yeah, it's
World Star.
Who said oi? What's happening?
Oi. There's a difference.
There are enough white people to run into.
There's oi, and then there's oi.
Speaking of oi. It has nothing to do with oi. Our trailer, Space Jam: A New Legacy, will be on HBO Max July 16th. I don't know if this was necessary. We'll get everybody's thoughts on it. I mean, I'll say I'm from Cleveland. LeBron James can do no wrong. He brought a title to my city. I never thought I'd see it happen in my lifetime. But this one,
this could have been a short story for a gym shoe.
It could have been a comic book.
This could have been a commercial. That would have been cool.
It's a commercial.
Folks at home,
a commercial.
We're going to watch the trailer for Space Jam 2, A New Beginning. I don't know. Here it goes.
Basketball camp is next weekend. You got amazing potential on the court, and I can help you get there.
That's not what I want, Dad. You never let me do what I want to do. You never let me just do me.
Also, if you want to unmute and make fun of LeBron James acting, I will not be offended.
Smith ain't got to deal with
I'm already on it.
I did see this trailer, and I did like this one line coming up.
Wasn't the Matrix?
This
is Matrix.
Yeah. Welcome to the It was definitely a very black reaction. The delivery needed work, though.
I mean, can we talk about this is just an ad for Warner Brothers? Like, this is Ready.
This is basically
Ready
HBO
Player
Max.
2 Black. This is Ready Player 2 Black Edition.
To my son.
It definitely is. But then I'm for it if it's Ready Player 2 Black Edition.
I'm not,
Send this clown to the
who's in all the extra shit. Like, it's terrible.
This is basically HBO Max's commercial.
It definitely is.
It is.
I mean, they flew past Game of Thrones. What the heck?
I don't know, man. I didn't get into the whole Pepe Le Pew controversy. I thought it was dumb that was controversial. We all know Pepe Le Pew would get arrested.
Team to help
I mean, to be fair,
Game of Thrones and Clockwork Orange are in here.
I'm not mad that Pepe Le Pew didn't make it. Like, I always never liked that character.
Oh no, I'm not mad about it. My thing is, I don't get why people were surprised.
I mean,
I think that was more so.
Well, let me again say, Game of Thrones.
I think it's more so reactionary. Like, in a news cycle that needs news, that's somebody, but it's not a big deal.
This is probably the same people who were trying to cancel Eminem.
Exactly. Like, it's unnecessary. So I didn't even pay attention to it. Like, it hit my radar.
Because if you've been keeping up with Looney Tunes anyway, that character has already shifted since the new Looney Tunes show. That's like more like this time anyway.
Wait. This is my favorite part of the trailer.
Yikes.
It's pretty good.
Classic.
Welcome to the Space Jam.
I'm going old school on his butt.
Little kids didn't think that's just an old lady.
The robot space is my favorite.
Whoa.
Welcome to the Space Jam.
Did she get senior points? Because that's dope.
Yeah, that definitely said senior special.
You know,
so
you think Bill Murray's gonna be in it?
I was like, he probably.
I mean, this is Bill Magnificent.
If he answers the phone, if he actually answers voicemails, then maybe we'll see.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I bet you "Hello" by Lionel Richie is his voicemail. I assume it is. So when I brought up Pepe Le Pew, what I was bringing up to contrast that, because again, I don't give a fuck about a cartoon skunk. But you did pass the Game of Thrones planet, lots of rape in that one.
Yeah.
And there were people from Clockwork Orange in the background. who are a gang of rapists.
They're a gang of rapists.
It's like
they weren't going to be drafted on the team. Pepe was he wasn't even in the starting lineup in the first one. They just used him as a prop. They used him once as a prop, and that was it. He didn't even have no lines.
I don't know.
I think he was supposed to have a more. He was supposed to have like a more extended scene in this movie.
Well, I'm glad they took him out.
It's stupid that they put anybody. For one that they used an audience of Warner Brothers live action when they have enough cartoon characters.
Yeah,
to just fill it with cartoon characters and let it be that. This is honestly something that shouldn't have been a non-issue, and they made it an issue. Like I feel like this is all just a way to like try to put more eyes. Yeah. Oh, absolutely, dude.
Let's see how many people we can piss off with the shit we made 80 years ago. Yeah.
That's why I don't care about this. From jump, I don't care who was going to be starring. Like, good for the black actor or black directors who are getting some face time off of it, but it's a waste of time.
Oh, yeah, because Ryan Coogler had something to do with this.
Yeah,
kids today don't.
I like LeBron.
Well, hold on, let's not talk over each other.
I like LeBron too. Like, I'm a fan of LeBron, but like, there's so many other movies or other things he could have done. Like, stop trying to. Too many. I think that whole MJ narrative is kind of getting to him, or like it looks like it's getting in his head. Because like he could have done his own thing. He's been doing. That's the thing. He's been doing his own thing. Like, this is the first time it feels like he's actually doing something that like follows Michael Jordan's narrative. And it's like you didn't have to do this. Like, you could have said no and passed on this and done your own thing and the rap. Because this is an extended HBO Max commercial, an extended Nike commercial. It looks cool from like a visual perspective, but like
the contract must be.
And my thing is too. Who is this for? Because
thank you, Kenny.
The kids like the characters that they're drawn from, the kids today ain't checking for them. Like,
they just think it's an old lady. They don't know that old lady was with Tweety Bird.
They don't care about Looney Tunes.
I had to explain that to someone.
Yeah.
They don't care about Looney Tunes. I don't even think kids are really even watching Cartoon Network like that. Like, hold on.
Looney Tunes is still funny.
If they wanted to make this like a Space Jam for kids today, they should have the characters they would have to be like Gumball, Adventure Time,
Minecraft,
the Creek,
fucking Fortnite
characters.
Bring some meme stars in there.
Yeah, because the nostalgia aspect.
RDC World, get them in there.
The nostalgia aspect. Like, who's that going to hit for? Because we're all like in our 30s and over it. We have the original Space Jam to go back to, and the kids today don't even know what the fuck Space Jam is.
They just don't even wear LeBron.
No.
Only thing familiar to those kids are going to be LeBron James. LeBron James, and like, why every time they do like a crossover of media, they always got to show Iron Giant up front.
Because I don't know.
Because it's supposed to be cool, and it wasn't.
It's not that cool.
Yeah.
Iron Giant was a decent movie for sure, but it tanked in the box office. It's more of like it did, unfortunately. It got better.
What people talk about it?
Well, that's because
I guess that's why there was never a sequel.
Yeah, like back in the day, they used to marathon Iron Giant every year on Cartoon Network for 24 hours.
Yeah.
So
somebody's gonna see this.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty. I'll give it that.
It's cute.
It's cute, you know.
It's cute.
And because it's going to be Warner Brothers, it's like it's going to be on HBO Max. So it's not like I got to pay a premium to watch it.
Yeah.
Just
to don't have to pay premium cost.
Yeah. Well, you know, it ain't hurt. It's not hurting anybody. It's not hurting anybody. People got paid, so it's harmless.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you, Ash. Steve, you're a basketball fan.
Yeah, I just want to know why couldn't they use one of LeBron's real kids? He got like 4 kids.
Yeah, and I know kids. They're all really personable too. All personable.
I got applause here. I appreciate it.
Like, I thought that was yes, Steve, like, they all are funny as TikTok.
Like why?
When they showed them on ESPN, they're hilarious.
And the chemistry would have been better between the two of them.
That's
right. Yeah, they're all fine. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Are you interested in seeing this one?
Also, like, nobody's going to be buying the Space Jam 2s.
Yo, them jerseys are trash.
I'm not a big shoe guy, but I
okay, low key, I kind of. I'm not having a
yeah. And he was like, I know we're not saying positive things here, but
like, yeah, listen, like I have a whole fashion. Listen, like I have a fashion blog. Like I love the colors.
I'll stick with my Monstars jersey. Thank you.
No, you're not wrong. The Monstar jersey is iconic. And even
it is.
Original.
Their theme song is iconic. Come on now.
Look, dude,
like,
Pete, the only reason I have a pair of Jordans is because I bought a Jordan jersey. But I don't sports ball.
Them goddamn
like, because I mean, in Chicago, the only way you can wear a Jordan jersey is if you're going Tim's, of course, Jordans, or barefoot.
I've never seen like crackhead barefoot. Like I found this jersey.
Bro, like you're at the cool party at like some weird rooftop ass pool, and you're in your matching swim trunks. Wear your Jordan jersey. Be a man. I'm just kidding.
Maybe not everybody wants to be seen topless. Put on
That's why you wear the Jordan jersey, dude. You wear the Jordan jersey, everyone expects you to dunk on it.
There you go. Al Tamper, are you interested in seeing Space Jam 2?
I do, for the simple fact that I'm like Johnny 5 about it. I need more input. I can't diss something I don't know shit about, and I can't have good references to rap about from shitty stuff without seeing it through.
That is a unique perspective.
Yeah. What's up?
So that's a unique perspective. I wouldn't.
Yeah. So it's like, of course, I have to see it. Not because I want to, but because I need to have that in my fucking library of.
Nice. Also, good sound effect. I can't do that.
You know,
it's that like.
I appreciate the honesty of that, Al, because like I kind of yelled about like I'm not gonna watch it, but it's like I'm gonna ingest it because I need to know. Like I still need to know. I have to know. Like like I need to be more honest about that. It's like I'm still gonna watch it, but like God, I don't want to.
It's like you're hate watching it. It's like
right.
But also, I'm not trying to hate it though either. Like I just know I'm not gonna be interested. Like that's not
as an MC, you can do things like. People are going to be like, well, it feels so trash. Why did you watch it? You can be like, I watched it so I had something trash enough to relate to your trash ass too. You can say shit like that.
There you go.
And you can say with confidence, like, I knew it was going to be trash, and it proved it.
I knew it was going to be trash.
Right now. Like, thank you, Al. I'm using that. I appreciate that.
Do that shit, dude. You can't talk shit unless you know about shit.
Yes, okay. Yo, there it is. That's, okay.
So if you ever hear any references in my song when you're like, damn, how do you know about that? Now you're like, you fucking sat through that shit just to fucking tell you.
He knew.
You suffered so we could give the art to us.
I suffered so that you can understand how fucked up this is.
There it is.
Yeah.
Steve, last thing before we go to a music break, we're going to watch the Loki trailer in the next segment, which is great because that'll be more entertaining than what I had in the rundown. Steve, are you interested in seeing Space Jam 2?
Yeah, I'll watch it. We gotta support each other. You know what I mean?
There it is. We all we got. There it is. So, folks,
we all we got.
We're gonna go into another music break. I got more Al Tamper / 7 Odd songs to play. I will be playing Head Nod shit.
Oh shit! You playing the video for that shit?
I am.
Oh
shit. Toe Clipper. In Head Nod shit, I believe that's the one where Al Tamper is rapping at a mannequin. You don't want to miss
that shit's funny. I'm not talking about that shit. That was a good ass day.
What's that?
That day was funny as fuck.
Nice. It looks like y'all were having fun in the video.
Oh yeah, it was grand.
Head Nod shit, Toe Clipper, Masters of Verbal Spray, and if we got time, Big Ass Hairdo.
Big Ass Hairdo.
It's a great song. Mm-hmm. You are watching BlurdDotRadio, BlurdDotRadio. We will be back with shots and another trailer. Stay tuned.
Shit.
Yo. Tampertronic 7 odds, fuck you. Yo, check it out. All of them motherfuckers. See, you motherfuckers need to simmer down. You clowns should stay down. I simply clap my hands, your whole crew be like, get down. The squad is dumb, hot, I'm putting fires out with gas. The 7 never hesitates to blast on your monkey ass. It's not cute, you'll piss tar when I punch you. Cracking ribs on cue, ready, set, 1, 2. We gave up calling out, who gon' test? Blacking out till my fist disappeared in the mess. The squad is out here shooting pigs again. The mass is sick again. It's 60,000 watts of them odds, we gon' win. We don't solve murders where I'm from, get your mind right. Is it Independence Day or just another Friday night? Talking out your ass and shit be coming out your mouth. That's the fastest way to get remains lost down south. Step into an oddity, you better do it right. Never doubt a motherfucker bringing lions to a dog fight. When they finally see the tool, they be like,
but you never saw it, that is black.
You don't know what happened, all we know is go.
So played in reverse, then you like,
itchy finger stanky, he be like.
Then the bell is ringing, saved by the.
When we showing off, motherfuckers like.
They say we showing off, cause this track is that. This clap is the start of the race. The second is my start to catch the pace. Mentality of a predator. Every soul extendor. Claws are ready. Swiping off the floor. It's only the illest. Fitted best. Nest among straw. Bodies all missing headdress. No stress when it comes to the fight. Treat it like flight doesn't exist. Make sure all your swings are tight. What did you expect? A safe space where everybody's cool, all wrapped up in white lace. This the wild, the only order is the pecking, and whatever's beneath you is grounds to be the wrecking. You think that you're the top, king of the hill, till you see the approach like lions upon the kill. Tumbling down, blinded by blood, dust spinning still. Last thing you see me standing there, smug grill.
When they finally see the tool, they be like,
but you never saw it, that is black.
You don't know what happened, all we know is go.
So played in reverse, then you like,
itchy finger stanky, he be like.
Then the bell is ringing, saved by the.
When we showing off, motherfuckers like.
They say we showing off, cause this track is that.
Seven odds. Nah. What? What's your definition of the recognition? Play position, keep it moving like a piston. Your cereal gets pissed in, creating distance. Make you meet the maker, not the person that you wishing. You've made a bad decision in the story that you've written. Chose to be a pigeon, then followed their religion. Feathers getting plucked, deep fried up in the kitchen. Difference within wishing when you living off the fiction.
I'm on my Garnet wall, snort napalm, diamond resin in the bowl. On the beat, I unload verbal classics to your throat. Enemies inside my scope, 7 odds around the globe. Of the hash, I'm taking totes. We pulling up to shows with some red and golden cloaks. I'm on my Van Gogh shit, the way I'm taking different strokes. And what you talking about, Willis? I am not like normal folks. I ride around the city with some very dirty toast.
The stilo better than you, better yet incredible. Floating on all your feelings like mainline and inedible. We keep them tweaking and gelling like Magellan. See them freaking out and trying to be selling what they inhaling. Promos is boasting about what they handle the most is when we showing out, beasting about everybody get roasted. We make them uncomfy, magic with no potion. We leaving them crunchy, dealing with emotions.
The king of the metal, excitement course vein, dilated iris, serotonin leak brain. Leap into action, demolishing the track Yujiro Hanma. I always carry the devil on my back, pull back to slide. Ammunition now aligned, tear through opposition along with others that now combine. Cause situations that naturally are actions pantomime. It's the silence of the lambs because the taste is so refined.
I ain't wasting no more breath, I'ma just let them hate. Feeling myself so much so, I'm about to levitate. All my wounds are self-inflicted, weakness leaves skin. The world is wicked, be ready to pull it quick on some slick shit. Revenge is a good life invested in minding my own business. Not counting my hands before they lay, but I know what that fucking golden egg's supposed to look like. And motherfucker, that shit don't look right.
The storm is coming, we about to rain. We stay thundering and y'all are mumbling because your mouth's in pain. From the left hook that you just took, now here's a right one. I'm taking every round before I light one. Take them out like it's a hit list when my click spit. I bet you get your shit split with the handle of the biscuit. You can't handle these misfits from the windy. We vandals in your district, make statistics out you kiddies.
This is a sound of excellence. Verbal mic terrorists set the precedence with uncontrollable recklessness. My feet are the size of alien elephants. When I step and create sinkholes that snatch up you naked Vicks. 7 odd creations from toxic pics. Crazy scientists that's popping shit, and we got gene holders on top of it. We are unstoppable conglomerate. Just watch how we conquer shit, and we stay shoe shine polished.
Smash fire out your face, y'all some phony motherfuckers. Suckers talking jive shit, knowing they can't touch us. Tech, I play the background, waiting for y'all to fuck up. Run up and get done up with no one up. It's game over. Got gauges to flamethrowers and 88 Soviet AKs with slings on them. Crates of homemade grenades that bang when I throw them. Keep my motherfucking name out your mouth and cease flowing.
Gonna have to let me die out, impossible to stop me. Try to take my style, I press down on carbon copies. Hard to spot me, the glare of my aura be scaring supporters. Doom's flow a zoo show, but we're the performers, out of order. Corner the competition accordingly, and recreate the type of hate only seen in Normandy. The majority of people supporting me have no idea my mind's a horror scene where I torture beats.
Yeah, 7 odds, absolutely. Alpha Blood, absolutely. Billy D, Buddha Star. Yo, catch us at the blood banks, stealing all the packs so we can stuff it in cans of spray paint. Make a new color and spray it all in your face. The 7 odds horsemen step in places and make a bitch faint. Fall out material, fuck up your chest. We come slap with a sticker from the Surgeon General. You shouldn't fuck with us, the outcome will be critical. And the critical level to us is just minimal. To wherever you believe hell is where we sending you. Ain't no touching the man, but no to cats with the visual. 7 hours spit bars that hit hard like Thor hammer. With vibrating force, moving bowels, make you shit in your pamper. Baby fat rappers on mics, we discipline you fools. Beat your ass first and feed you vitamins and minerals. Weak shit we can smell and defeat it off principle. We sharks out for blood, swim in the water, Joe, we getting attention.
The 7's on the march, we the generals, the brigadiers, aiming for the launch. 31 types of flavor, intent is not to pierce through. Scoop 7 out the back, big ass hair. The 7's on the march, we the generals, the brigadiers, aiming for the launch. 31 types of flavor, intent is not to pierce through. Scoop 7 out the back, big ass hair. Yo, testing the odds is odd, oddly on many levels. Unless your odds are godly odds, you're not dancing with devils. We pushing past the levels of fundamentals, reaching for boards past the stars and reaching for a lower treble. There's a blind leading the blind, trying to find spores of riches, bitches gandering, the goose is tied. Haters of the 7 try to step up, it's bad luck. You're against the 12 fates, no breaks, 0 fucks. Don't wanna bother with all this cannon fodder. We fathered all of you imposters, stop acting like you are toddlers. We out here forever taking risks, just blood. Like clay oversaturated, they now mud. What happened to the culture? Now we peace and holding hands, even 6 feet deep, we won't be peace with your clan. Instead of holding hands, decapitate, converge collections. High five all my haters when they step inside my session. The 7's on the march, we the generals, the brigadiers, aiming for the launch. 31 types of flavor, intent is not to pierce through. Scoop 7 out the back, big ass hair. The 7's on the march, we the generals, the brigadiers, aiming for the launch. 31 types of flavor, intent is not to pierce through. Scoop 7 out the back, big ass hair.
Salute the regiment, we better than these lesser men. It's evident, the 7th element is never less than elegant. The detriment to sentiments that's delicate. We skip the etiquette, they mad cause they irrelevant, and we add into the deficit. A clan of only specialists that'll have you holier than testaments. When we get destined beverages, it's best to jet the premises. Check the references, reflect before attempting this. Expect war is imminent, you stepping towards the precipice. Move with caution when my troops are talking recklessness. We marching elephants, turning rock stars to sediment. These hot bars is eloquent, the jock draws is evidence. You not hard, you gelatin, I will not call you gentlemen. It's like I shot y'all with adrenaline, heart racing, trebling. Body parts we severing, a part of our basic regimen. The late development got you playing brave, you ain't intelligent. Amazing specimen, saved them when I gave them the medicine.
The sevens on the march, we the generals, the brigadiers, aiming for the launch. 31 types of flavor, intent is not to pierce through. Scoop 7 out the back, big ass hair. The sevens on the march, we the generals, the brigadiers, aiming for the launch. 31 types of flavor, intent is not to pierce through. Scoop 7 out the back, big ass hairdo.
Really fake awake and shit. What's going on over there? Shit.
You all okay? Something sounds dangerous.
Is it going down? My citizen app ain't going off. I think me and Mike live in the same area, to be honest.
I'm about to say, Ash actually lives a little further up that way.
Oh, yeah?
Wait, I'm sorry, I missed that. I'm getting my dinner together. What I missed?
We all live on the north side.
Yes, we do. It's affordable over here.
I've told the story of when I saw Al Tamper riding a motorcycle with a pistol tucked in the back of his pants.
There's a who in the back of his what
now? One of these. You know, the symbol of America. One of these things tucked back here.
No, I literally just didn't hear the word, but I get what you're.
Damn, don't be putting this business out in the street like that, though.
Allegedly.
I mean, it was literally in the street.
Allegedly.
I was just walking down the street.
Hey, chill. Allegedly.
Allegedly. I'm right here, man. It wasn't allegedly. It was there.
Oh shit. Oh, okay. All right. Cool. All right.
Chicago is a free. I mean, it is an open carry.
It is.
Chicago's not open carry, but
no, Chicago's not open carry.
Illegal.
What?
No.
It isn't illegal to print.
You don't see people with assault rifles going to Walmart.
No, it is not.
You can carry in Chicago, but not
you
open.
can conceal and carry. You steal and carry. You cannot.
I mean,
gotcha.
There it is.
In most places.
Oh, that's a gun.
Yeah.
That's not a taser.
No, that shoots bullets.
I'm a law-abiding citizen. Sometimes fucking around flags out is like a final destination.
Speaking of final destinations, you're watching BlurdDotRadio. I am your host, Mike Stidham. I am joined by Steve. Ash got him.
Don't do it.
What? Overlay. I'm sorry.
Damn it.
My bad. That wasn't the truth.
He's like, you motherfucker. You motherfucker.
And our good friend, special guest, Al Tamper. You missed who?
I missed Mom.
Indeed, shout out to DJ El Okari, who got into it with a guy at the airport and couldn't get on the plane.
Shit. El Okari's a fucking not. I wouldn't fuck with him. I'm just saying.
I tell people all the time. I saw him almost fight a guy over a chair he was trying to steal from the library at Taste of Chicago.
Yeah, that's real. Wait, really?
They sent me over and I tried to intimidate him. I wasn't.
No, not about the chair.
Like,
about the
give up the chair.
Yo, I know about the chair story.
Oh, no, I knew what you was
asking. Some dude was basically on a power trip this morning, and so
he wouldn't let him take his DJ bag on the plane, even though he had been taking it on the plane, like with all the traveling he's been doing.
Right.
And got authorization from the airline itself.
Listen,
but because he argued with
powerless
the dude,
people in a situation where they have power, they're gonna abuse their power.
Listen,
and
he
that's
needs
what
to
happened
get
with
on
this
the
guy.
phone with them people and get a free credit or something. I had half a mind to do it myself for him.
I mean, you still can.
No.
What? Y'all kicked my friend off the plane? I'm on my way.
Right.
I told him to be on the phone for an hour. Oh, hold on, that's my Nana.
Ask for managers.
She's on the phone. There she is. We're gonna do a shot.
Oh shit, we're doing shots.
We are. Here at BlurdDotRadio, we get free cases of this delicious elixir called Jepson's, my lord. Shout out to Yo, shout out to CH Distillery. CH Distillery is open to some capacity. If you're gonna go down there, wear a fucking mask, but try out all the other liquors that they have. They don't just sell Malort. Don't let this detract you. But we're gonna do a shot of it. And I'm going to do the toast that I took from E40.
They also sell a whiskey.
They sell whiskey, vodka. I think they sell, I've been to the distillery, they sell just about everything.
Yeah, they make everything now. It's just they were known for Malort. Because they had to be known for Malort after everyone was fighting over the name for who actually started Malort, and whether it was a brand or a type of liquor. And I think they all just need to fucking get in the ring and throw hands, because Red Foreman said if you're not mad enough to punch him in the face, you're just not mad enough.
That is a bastion of wisdom. Red Foreman. Remember that one time you put the grenade in the guy's mouth? He said, bitches leave. That was him before that.
Was that the other Al Tamper?
Al Tamper, a.k.a. Red Foreman. What's Red Foreman?
Red Foreman.
In RoboCop.
Oh, God, right.
Yeah. Bitches, leave.
Mercy. Oh, no. He wasn't. Yeah, no, you're just sparking my brain. And you're showing our age.
I mean, I'm okay being old as fuck. I like it.
I mean, no matter how old or young I am, everyone thinks I'm old.
It's not the worst thing to be. It means you're wise. Or you're just angry and surly. That could
I've been raising adults for a long ass time.
There you go. Speaking of raising, the toast that we are going to do goes, I am not above you. I am not below you.
Here's the music.
I'm right here with you. We ain't got no music. Shit.
I miss Mom. This is so bootleg.
Well, Dad's cooking dinner. That means you are getting macaroni out the microwave, and you're gonna like it.
Yeah, I'm about to do a dab after that shit. Fuck the
You always burn the macaroni, and you make
I saw that
my parts crooked.
That's how you fucking finish a shot.
Yeah, it is. Also, this will be our first dab of BlurdDotRadio's history.
Who, me?
You will be our first dabber.
Dab rig. It's important that next time you get a bong or a dab rig or a bubbler, the best thing you should do, besides for getting good concentrates, because I just expect you to not fuck your own life up like that and get knocked in concentrates, but invest in some peace water. The first time you get it, rinse your piece out, pour the peace water in there. It's just water with like mad minerals in there. I've had this shit.
Shake it up? Yeah.
Yeah, you not even shake it. You just shake it. No, that's the cleaner stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the clean. That's the 420.
Right. The water in here is just mineral water, but because of how it is, look how see-through this shit. You can see my fucking face through this shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, unlike most bombs, like
it cleans it?
Dude, I've had this shit since before the pandemic kicked off.
Nice.
And it's been this clean ever since, because the first water I put in it was peace water.
Huh.
Now, the amount of dabs I do, that shit should be fucking black as the ace of spades. But
I remember seeing Al Tamper put up a status that said, first wild dab, probably shouldn't have done the second wild dab. Two dabs. Yeah. I'm not savvy enough to do two dabs. One, that I'm good for a few hours. Two, I don't know where I'll
post it online, huh?
I have no idea what you guys are talking about. So
that's a good thing.
So basically,
weed, pot.
I'll explain it to you guys. What's going on is
wax.
We're in a day and age where you can take the concentrates of THC and just cook the THC to get yourself high. Now, concentrates means a little bit goes a long way. Like this little booger on the stick here is like probably the equivalent of smoking a gram of weed right now.
So what do you do?
So I heat this.
You do a whole lot of complicated shit. I mean, no disrespect, but it's kind of like the crack of weed. Like, there's cocaine and there's crack.
That's
there's
funny.
weed and there's bud.
You gotta heat it up hot as hell.
It's pre-basing THC. You are right.
It is pre-basing THC. Pre-basing THC.
There you go.
But in very colorful pieces of equipment, and you don't look like a nutcase smoking it. Like it doesn't make you. Your teeth don't go rotten from smoking THC.
Right.
Like
I'm gonna be in the stratosphere for like a good long time, and I'm going straight there. Like when you say you're smoking a blunt,
it's the VIP of weed. You just
right. Like he goes, dude, we're high. You're up there.
It's like you know how he talks about going to space with like SpaceX. That's basically what dabs are. It's like you're going to space and you have a hotel in space, whereas the joint gonna get you just on an airplane.
Yeah, you'll be amongst the clouds. You're gonna be on the moon with a dab.
No, you're gonna be amongst stars. You'll be maybe amongst maybe another generational period, maybe.
Right.
There you go.
What?
I mean, I think the only downside about it is when I smoke blunts or whatever bowl sessions with other friends who don't do dabs, they're looking at me like, yo, you smoke a lot of weed. I'm like, no, I just do a lot of dabs, dude. I have a lot of...
Yeah, you have a highest tolerance. I can't smoke with you. Because, I can't smoke with you because, like, it's like you're smoking all the weed. It's like, damn, bro, didn't we, like, do, like, all these balls? So, you're just, like, chilling.
So, peep it out, though. I brought it up when I got in 7 Eyes. I was like, dude, I'm at a point where I feel like y'all, because they all smoke a lot of weed. They got there's tracks where there's an album project coming out where it's happening. Oh yeah, you can definitely hear the music
for sure.
But like, I was smoking with some homies at the studio, like not high, and I'm like, this is fucked up, man. And they were like, yo, I got this. It's because you do all them fucking dabs. I'm like, you're right, I do dabs, which is why my voice isn't as fucking deep as y'all's. I still sound like I'm 14 on my songs. And I just smoke all the bullshit better. That's crazy. You're right. What the fuck are y'all doing to me? I was all mad.
No, I don't really like smoke through papers. I usually like use a bong or my bubbler because it's a cleaner smoke. It definitely doesn't hurt my throat as much.
It seems more environmentally responsible anyway to use a bong than paper.
Speaking of responsibility, we got a trailer to watch.
Oh shit!
That trailer, folks at home, is for Marvel's Loki. It is the second trailer. This is going to be out. What is it? June.
Soon.
Yeah,
June 11th.
Like June 11th. They're doing everything in May and June right now. Yeah, it's June.
June 11th. Marvel's Loki will be on Disney Plus. Here's the second trailer on BlurdDotRadio.
I know what this place is. The timekeepers have built quite the circus. And I see the clowns are playing their parts to perfection.
Big metaphor guy. I love it. Makes you sound super smart.
I am smart.
I know.
Okay.
Owen Wilson plays himself in every single movie. Every single one. He's never played a character.
That's white privilege.
Just trying to verify this is everything you've ever said.
This is absurd.
Sign this.
Except behind enemy lines. Him behind enemy lines is like he could have been a really awesome action hero. But that's the only movie he did where he's an action star.
Of time.
I saw that in the theater and I barely remember it.
You picked up the Tesseract.
Also, don't forget about Shanghai Noon and Shanghai Night. He's done some sort of
Yeah.
Why me?
I need your unique Loki perspective.
Do I get a weapon?
Nah.
This looks so much fun.
This is great.
You really believe in this Loki variant?
Luckily, he believes in himself enough for the both of us.
It is adorable that you think you could possibly manipulate me. I'm 10
10 steps ahead of you.
You're not big on trust, are you?
You can trust me.
Loki, I've studied almost every moment of your entire life. You've literally stabbed people in the back like 50 times. Why never do it again?
Somebody popped their collar up.
It looks so weird, and I love it.
First question.
It reminds me. Go ahead, Mike.
And I guess this could be explained away as they returned the stones when they went through time. But if the TVA was out there, what did Loki do that was so bad that they caught him? Because Steve and Tony were running around in time.
They said that. They said he stole the Tesseract. Like the Tesseract. That's what they said.
Yeah.
So they caught him with
it. Yeah. It was him touching the Tesseract specifically that caused like all the splintering.
Yeah, he was like, you touched it and it messed up history. So you are going to be the one who fixes it.
I see. I see.
The whole time variant society, whatever that whole
TVA,
whatever that government is. It reminds me of the thing in Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
Oh, with Mary J. Blige?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The other guy with the mask? Yeah. It's similar. I hope they can act better than Mary J. Blige can.
As long as they're just fine.
Even the decor was very similar, like the aesthetic of their office building.
It was weird that they went for like 70s aesthetic.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the American version of a fucked up office that ain't never changed their ways for the good. Like everything.
Very Mad Men.
Every office I've been in that's working well looks like that shit, minus the cigarettes and cocaine.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with a little cocaine lunch. Don't listen to me.
I mean, if you want to see, then see, nigga, shit.
It increases productivity and
I mean,
it keeps my bowels clear.
Okay.
That was a deep cut about cocaine. It's a stimulant. Stimulants, they wipe out your. I've never had to poop on cocaine.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
I'm not. What's the
Just
word?
keep digging that hole.
Shy about the fact that a few times I've always had a good time on coke.
It's like, listen, we just had a whole discussion about like dabs and rigs and bombs versus papers. So like, what is that?
We are definitely a pro drug show.
The worst thing I do is sit home and eat things before I cook it.
That reminds me of the time I ate French fries right out of the refrigerator with barbecue sauce because I was high as fuck, and I was like, you know what, this shouldn't be this good, but it is.
Wow.
But it is. Kenny, you're the comic book savvy member of the team. I heard somebody say something about Loki. There's a team that Loki creates in the comic books that we might be seeing in this trailer.
Yeah, that's from when he's like young Loki. So I don't. That's also why he's like wearing like pin with the little has a reference to that variant of Loki. So it'll be interesting to see if they kind of really pull from some of the weirder aspects of Loki's like lineage, like kid Loki and woman. Though there's actually like an actual lady Loki.
I've heard there's evidence of Lady Loki somewhere in the MCU.
Yeah, so I they just really get absurd with it because I mean the time variant they're basically just like the Watcher. They time instead of like what stuff is happening in the Marvel universe, which is basically the same thing. So I don't know. I'm not sure where the time variant people are, but everyone else at the show just looks to be as weird as the Loki. It's just basically Thor mythology, not because like it's all just not like Norse stuff. It's just all really weird. Especially the Loki that's like the modern Loki stuff, where Loki in modern reading from like 2010 to like most recent, which is where they're looking to take some of the stuff from too. Is all really just like fun and like goofy. So yeah, it looks like if they're sticking with that, then it's going to be really fun. So I'm looking forward to it actually, and also Disney Plus's track record with like I feel like I need to remind people like Disney Plus is in their like still basically their like infancy stage of being a streaming a streaming network, and their first 3 like let's remember this was the last that did this, right? We're going back. Well, there's no pressure on Disney, but there is because like it's still Disney, so like we would expect nothing less. But how much better it looks, much faster the stories take. Because let's remember, the one thing about Netflix Marvel shows is that they would take 8 or 9 episodes, but they would take the first 3 to get you really caught up and really like interested. Like even I, who loved things, like there was this like the slow burn at times got to be a bit too much. Plus shows out the gate, like even WandaVision, like people like. Really were like, I don't know, so slow. I was like, no, like just watch the show. Not everything. It's a TV show. Not everything's gonna be like. Well, that's the thing, though. Falcon and Winter Soldier from literally the first second, it was tragic. But like WandaVision was like was first show. Like was the first show was one that really did kind of a slow burn, but like it wasn't really like it was very interesting. It kept my like I was interested, like it was suspenseful. It was thrilling.
For the genre, it worked. Like a slow burn on Falcon and Winter Soldier. Falcon and Winter Soldier is kind of like Airwolf. Like you don't want to watch if the show's about a guy who drives a helicopter. You don't want the slow burn on that. It was a mysterious show. So.
Yeah,
a slow burn
just
made sense.
The ability for Disney Plus and like all the writers who, by the way, have all been like either women, black men, or women of color, or men of color, which is also been like, hey. Look what you do when you give us a chance to direct even just shows. You knock it out the park.
You do a great job.
Do a good ass job. So kudos to us and just like crush it. So like I have Loki's just like in terms of portfolio. I mean, how could you go wrong with it? Like if I would be surprised if it's bad if the episodes was like I don't know what the hell's going on here. Like their trailers do strike a good balance of not giving too much, and I try to avoid trailers nowadays anyways for the shows. But this one was
You're
just
gonna
like
have a hard time doing that on this show, I tell you.
Yeah, exactly. But no, it just really got me more excited for the show, which ours in the first place. But it's like, oh, it's like Disney got to be 3 for 3.
Yeah, after especially, I'm glad you said that after these first 2 shows, this is more exciting because I feel the exact same way, for sure. Ash, what do you think of this one?
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, I'll probably watch it. I got my brother's Disney Plus login, so I got access.
There we go. Is there anything particular in the trailer that you're interested in seeing more of?
Not really. I mean, I guess it'll be interesting to see like the alternate reality hopping to see like what his actions, what that actually did create. If we're going to see like other variants of himself or something, but I'm not necessarily familiar with this storyline as it might be in the comics. I enjoyed Loki when he bounces off of Chris Hemsworth, Thor. So I'm hoping maybe Thor will pop up at some point. Other than that, I just, man.
I have to say that the other cool thing about these shows is that they try to like be original, so they probably will. They'll have like oh yeah, this is from a comic, but they don't necessarily like use that for story points anymore, which has worked out well for the show.
The whole show doesn't stop to be like, hey, look at this Easter egg. It's like either you caught it or you didn't.
Yes.
And you got to watch a YouTube video later. To figure out.
I like watching the YouTube videos later to break down everything. I'm like,
shout out to New Rock Stars. I'll watch all theirs. Thank you, Ash. Al Tamper, what do you think of this one?
It's gonna be interesting. I have a feeling that the way life's going in general, they're gonna try to put some kind of like mental health spin on it. To be honest, I was
wondering because with these first 2 shows, there's definitely a lot of trauma that they're addressing. This Loki didn't.
So I'm like, they're gonna try to touch something.
Yeah,
and it's gonna be one of the first times that Disney shows that they're not as racist as we thought again since like in the last 10 years at least. So
they cleaned up their
they gotta hold off sometimes before they come back and try to convince you. But Yeah, this is definitely going to be one of those shows where they're going to be like, see, look, we're talking about social issues too. We're trying.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I mean, I have faith in the show. I mean, I don't know. I don't know much about the Loki story on it either myself. But it looks like he's got a nice story built up about it. And I mean, even though Owen Wilson's acting like himself, I think he's going to be a good pivotal part to pay attention to because it's just going to give you the blatant Easter eggs.
Yeah, and
I'm gonna stick for Owen Wilson. I like him. I
like Owen Wilson, but
I felt you were saying that like it's a negative. Like I think it's awesome. Like he gets to be.
You know what to expect when Owen Wilson gets cast.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's gonna say wow at some point or another.
But I will challenge that
his nose is not going to be fixed.
In his Wes Anderson films, he does have nuanced different characters though. Like everything else, he's the same character. He's the same person. He's himself.
Right.
But at least in Wes Anderson movies, he's at least like
the story is different.
But
it's rarely.
No.
Listen, I love Wes Anderson movies.
Listen.
Immediately thinking about the Royal Tenenbaums versus where he played
Life Aquatic.
Yeah, the story was different. The characters, I guess one didn't do drugs.
I can't
one didn't do drugs, one did too many drugs.
They're like, do the same thing again, but on drugs this time.
Yeah. We need you to be this character, but take mescaline. He's like, all right.
Oh, shit, we got to do something for the other thing. Can you not be on drugs enough?
We need you to hit a joint once, things will slow down. That's all the drugs you got to do.
We just need you to bring you down for a day. It may I'm expecting 14 takes the most, and you'll be okay. All right?
There you go. That's not to hate any actor that plays the same character all the time, because Sean Connery did, and he was great. Samuel L. Jackson has played a character outside of a crackhead once, and that was in Django. Other than that, he's pretty much just Samuel L. Jackson. I don't have a problem. Samuel L. Jackson is one of my favorite actors in the world.
Right.
Nobody could have played Jules Winfield better than Samuel L. Jackson.
Have you seen The Caveman's Diary, where he's a homeless detective?
Oh, yeah. That's on Tubi.
I need to rewatch that. It's been ages since I've watched that. Because I'm about to say,
I've never seen it.
Yeah, I mean, if you want nuanced Samuel L., I mean,
it's out there.
That and Unbreakable, like Samuel L. Jackson, the amazing actor, exists.
Yeah, I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm not saying that the character that he plays often doesn't fit the roles that he.
I don't know. I just think about
like
Snakes on the Plane, which I'm just like,
that's Samuel L. Jackson being a parody of Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, no, just
for sure. For sure.
No, absolutely. Yeah. Like, yeah, I mean, getting to be yourself that's like. Getting paid millions to do it, shit. I wish.
Yeah. There are a lot of good actors to do it.
Throw me in, coach.
Yeah, right.
Tired of these motherfucking snakes. So, folks, it is 9:27. That means our show is wrapping up. It is time for the shout out segment of the show. We don't have music to accompany the shout out segment, so we'll just have to do it a cappella. I would like to send. I was wondering if you were going to say it. I would like to send a shout out first and foremost to Al Tamper and the entire Seven Oddities collective. I appreciate you all for the music that you make. Like, really and truly, thank you. It is hella dope. When it comes to like grimy music, that particular sound that you all have capitalized on, I'll say it again and again. I was sad because I was like, I'll never hear anything like this again. Everything's going to sound like there's a hi-hat roll and everybody sounds like Bone Thugs and Harmony. I guess I got to adjust. And I chose not to, and I'm glad I didn't because I would not appreciate Seven Oddities as much as I do. I sincerely appreciate the music you all make. I want to send a shout out to DJ El Okari. Stop fighting with people at airports. Also, get that ticket.
That ticket.
Yeah, get a free ticket for sure. I want to send a shout out to Steve. I'm guessing his internet messed up.
He sent a message. He says internet crapped out.
Gotcha. For those that don't know, me and Steve came up with BlurdDotRadio in 2016. So Steve has been along for the ride the entire time, and I appreciate the shit out of it. I want to send a shout out to Kid Mental. who is in the comments. Kid Mental did our drops and the music that I can't play on StreamYard. He also made this logo right here. By the way, if you want this shirt, go to teespring.com/blurred. Spelled like blurred.shirt shop. Spelled like shirt shop. Pick one up. There's a bunch of different designs in there. I want to send a shout out to my girlfriend Nikki, who did the Blurred TV logo and who frequently helps me to put together different projects for Blurred TV and BlurdDotRadio. She is a peach. I want to send a shout out to Melvin Brooks and Ricardo Jackson, who are on BlurdDotRadio's Facebook page. That is facebook.com/BlurdDotRadio. Check us out on Instagram at BlurdDotRadio. And check out Blurred TV at twitch.tv/BlurredTV. I am putting together a Roku station that should be done this week. Here's a trade secret. It's not hard to do. It's a lot easier than I realized it was. So you want to put together a Roku channel? I'll send you the same video I watched. I'm here to spread the love. I want to send a shout out to Ash and Kenny. Thank you all for joining every week. I love you both. And with that, I will pass my shout outs to Ash.
I will give a shout out to my little brother who now has a license. So good luck to everybody driving in Maryland.
Careful out there.
That boy has got exclusive taste in the kind of car he's trying to get. I'm like, boy, you are 16, just got a car. You're lucky if you get a hand-me-down Buick like I did.
Or, maybe he's ambitious enough to get a...
No, he's not.
Oh.
Damn.
All right.
I'm trying to make him more realistic in what he can afford as a 16-year-old with not even a part-time job, basically.
Yeah.
So...
Listen,
it'd be different.
I got a 1991 Buick Park Avenue that hasn't been driven in about 10 years in a garage in Cleveland Heights. If he wants to pay me, I don't know, enough to get it out of that garage.
All right, we'll talk afterwards. We'll talk.
I mean, I got a Jeep Cherokee that runs right now that I just don't drive anymore.
We'll see. The boy ain't got no money, so it's like beggars can't be choosers.
True. Was that the end of your shout outs?
Yep.
Okay. Kenny, who you got?
Shout out to you guys. Shout out to you, Mike, for always having me on the show. First day comics.
Also, you're a member of the team. You don't have to thank me for it.
On the show. I'm just very humble, always. So just appreciative. So love you guys as well. Shout out to the black folks performing at WrestleMania. Even though I'm not really, usually I'm very excited. Yeah, I'm usually excited to talk about it, but this year I am not actually. Yeah. I like Al said, I'm only watching so I can know what match is, so I can talk about it. After all, I do wrestling shows or podcasts, so I kind of have to watch it too. But yeah. Shout out to those black folks and black men and black women who are performing on these shows, because still would like to support them.
Sure.
Yes, ding. So shout out to those folks who are performing this evening and last night, and shout out to all the black independent wrestlers this weekend who are kind of named for themselves, because it's WrestleMania weekend, so it's not just about WrestleMania itself; it's about all the independent shows happening in Tampa Bay as well. So shout out to all those folks, and hopefully all the fans who are being safe and wearing masks. It's really nice to see that happening at all the indie shows. So please continue to consider it, even though the state is. Just shout out to in this ring light. Shout out to this ring light I got. I actually look kind of cool with this thing. So yeah, shout out to my girl for getting this for us. Sweet deal. And yeah. Thank you.
Bruno. Kenny, real quick, do you watch? Is it Hog Wrestling, the Master P and Westside Gun on?
Yes, Hog Wrestling.
You ever watched it?
I have watched some of their older shows. It's actually pretty good. So a lot of guys like Ortiz and Santana, a lot of actual wrestlers who are like pretty big today started or got their start in their younger days in Hog Wrestling. I'm not sure if they've got a new show coming out pretty soon, but like even a Master P is awesome, but also Westside Gunn has some stuff he's doing with a collaboration he's been doing too. So like the hip hop community and wrestling is starting to like reaching its kind of love.
Been there.
And that's the thing. Exactly, it should have been. Well, it's because that's the thing. The only gamer for a long time was Vince McMahon. Yeah. So now that there's some other wrestling promotions that don't necessarily need those type of eyes in the world of social media, where it's easier to get eyes on influencers who are rappers who, in general. So it's far easier now than it was then when WWE was the only game in town. That's no longer the case. You can make your name through any of these independent circles, to make your way to AEW or any of the other wrestling promotions abroad.
Nice. Blurds, we're out there. We also grew up on things.
Yeah. Listen, we're on wrestling. Like, that's kind of what
Marvel proved it with Black Panther. We read comic books and watch movies and cartoons.
And Blade. And still, like, people still sleep on Blade. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was kind of blurred out for next week because we're gonna like kind of be talking about wrestling and Black culture, just because like I really wanted to talk about WrestleMania, but like shit was mad boring and like Plus I want to discuss what
wrestler was Junkyard Dog. Just
yeah, thank you.
There's a black guy out there, and I was like, "Oh shit, there's a black guy. That's neat."
I can't wait till LJ back so I can talk wrestling with you on the show, please. There it is.
Al Tamper, you want to send some shout outs?
Sure. Y'all, of course, the whole Blurred Dot project in general. Y'all are like a whole. Every time I like check in or something's happening, it's like different seasons of y'all. You've been.
It's true. We've
holding on and doing different things. Like and it's dope because it's like and it's always so dope. You're like, what they gonna do now? So I mean, that's dope. I mean,
that is true because you were on. You and Mexico were on.
Yeah.
Years ago.
Me and Mexico were on. You made Mexico an honorary black man because he came to the show Hennessy.
I hope he wears that belt proudly.
Yeah, he brings it up every once in a while. And then just because we were working in the same space, so if I was just there that day, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna just sit in the background while they talk shit.
Yeah.
But, so and it's been cool to watch the journey. Like it's dope. So I mean, part of it twice now on purpose.
I think it's cool. 3 times because once I forgot to hit record on the thing.
Yeah. So one was me. One was one was me and like parts of Hip Hop 101.
Mm-hmm.
So it may have been me and like Highly Profile, to be honest. But that one didn't get recorded. Then it was me in Mexico with the Windy 101. And then here we are. But shout out to y'all for just making the moves that need to be happening with like the core motherfuckers still doing motherfucking shit. UAC, we're still a sleeping giant that came out and did cool stuff. Wasp Crew is out there getting some wreck. FTR is out here doing some good things. And honestly, all the artists who have figured out a way to like keep making things happen through all of this. I mean, I pulled the whole got a cool ass job, so I didn't have to worry about being an artist during this. I'm happy I did.
It's been rough. I'll tell you as an artist.
It's been. I'm sure it's been rough. Like there's been, dude. This is in this time of life. I can say things like I've been hit up by people like, "Yo, I don't know how I'm gonna make. I'm not gonna be able to get dinner." I'm like, "Where are you at? I'm gonna send you some fucking food. How many people are eating with you?" Or like, someone needs help moving, but they can't pay movers. I'm like, pop snake, drinks the serum. I'll help you move. Where do I need to be? Type shit, you know. It makes that shit was happening, but just shout out to the people trying to help other people, man. Those times.
Word up.
I ain't got no more blurs. It's gonna turn into an "I love you, man" session. So,
well,
dabs. I mean,
there it is. There it is. So, folks, you're watching BlurdDotRadio, BlurdDotRadio. Join us next week when our guest will be Blurd's Eye View, a Blurred show from the great city of Cleveland, Ohio. It'll be good to make jokes about the speed limit on Mayfield Road. Until then,
I don't get it. I'm from Chicago.
It'll make. We'll explain it better next week. Until then, love, peace, hair grease. Wear your fucking mask. Read a fucking book.
At least the
all hail
instructions.
Sade. All hail Sade.
I thought that's what you said.
What is that?
Sade.
Oh, I got Sade posted too.
She is the very sweetest taboo. There it is. All right, folks. Indeed. All hail Sade.
All hail Sade.